एक मिनट. Okay. Let's begin then. Okay, first question. Should you marry or not to marry? So we'll start with that. Or what does Buddha Dhamma say of marriage? Is it safe to marry or unsafe to marry? So we'll start with that and we'll see how things progress. Okay, because that is the most interesting part of this life. So first thing, what is marriage? Marriage is an agreement. Simple. Okay, agreement between two parties. One party will say, I will take care of you. Another party will say, I will also take care of you. Okay, then there is agreement always comes up with some compromise. Okay, the compromise here is that whether the girl is going to work or not going to work, whether you are going to work, you are not going to work, whether you are going to share the responsibility or not going to share the responsibility, household work, all that. Then comes children. Whether you want one child or you want two child and all that. Then comes family life of home. This home, that home, meaning rented home or rented property or own property. Then comes vehicle. You should have a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, all of that. Then comes children education. Then marriage. This is the whole cycle. Now the question comes, should you ever do it? Answer is yes. Unless you want to become a monk. Or meaning you have already decided that this cycle I don't want to go through. Now, can I stay alone? You are always alone. But you should never feel lonely about it. But generally after 50, you start feeling lonely. Even with Buddha Dhamma or without Buddha Dhamma, it doesn't make any difference. Unless we have reached a good foundation. That is Anagami. Now then the question comes whether the girl I'm going to marry is in Dhamma or not. Likes the Dhamma or not. So the best way to do is you find out about when you meet the girl, find out her interest. Namo Buddhaya, Swati.
I thought today classes were there, so I joined. Nothing was mentioned, no?
Nothing was mentioned. Today we are having an interesting discussion whether one should get married or not. Number one. Okay. Number two is that.
Okay.
Number two is that how to start on Buddha Dhamma. So you might get interested.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Any discussion.
Okay.
I'll be the part of it.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
No problem. So now the question is, when we meet the girl, there are various ways of finding. So if she is talking about worldly life, you can instill some kind of interest in her. So what kind of interest? So now we come to the topic of Buddha Dhamma, which can be applied for her or for anyone, friends or family members or whatever. So first thing, what we need to know is not about life is full of suffering. That's a wrong way to see life. Life is not full of suffering. Life is full of unsatisfactory experience. that nobody can say no to it. The English translation of dukkha is suffering. No, it's not suffering. You suffer because of unsatisfactory experience. Why? Because no two events can be reproduced in the same way. That's the unsatisfactoriness. If something has worked, you do the same thing, it will not work. Example. So in economics, it is called as law of marginal returns. So you have coffee. The first time you drink coffee, you feel very nice. Now you take the same coffee again without gap, hardly 5 minutes gap. Coffee is tasting very good. So now you ask the person to give you another cup of coffee. The second cup of coffee would not taste as good as the first cup of coffee. Now you ask the coffee to be given again. This is the third cup of coffee. The taste goes away. It will start to taste really bad. Now if you take the fourth cup of coffee, you will vomit. Same thing with sweet. You eat little sweet, it really enjoy. Now because of that sweet, you ask the person to give furthermore same sweet. The taste will reduce. The third time you take that same sweet, it will even more reduce. The fourth time you try tasting it, there is no taste. So these are the four. That means maximum anything in life you can try is 4 or 5 times. And in every try, there is unsatisfactory nature. Okay, so whether it is marriage, whether it is family, whether it is education, whether it is employment, whether it is whatever, every day you will have more and more unsatisfactoriness rather than satisfactory experience. Early in the morning when we go to work, you have a satisfaction for half an hour. By the end of the evening, you're tired. There is no real satisfaction. So you come home and maybe you'll see TV or do this or that, and then the person goes to sleep. Other than that, he doesn't do anything. Okay, so now that means unsatisfactoriness is the core of the problem in everything. And this Buddha calls it as dukkha. There is no way you can remove unsatisfactoriness at all. Okay. So now comes, what do I do in order to reduce unsatisfactoriness? So the answer to that is, he says, if you remove the raga, dvesha, moha, all the three, then there is nothing called as unsatisfactoriness. And that is complete sukha. And that is nibbana. So nibbana is paramam sukha. So where to start on this journey is to see for oneself that there is unsatisfactoriness in whatever we do. There is nothing anybody can escape it. And the more sensual we become, the more unsatisfactoriness it leads to. Okay. Now, what are the steps? The first step is to see this unsatisfactory nature itself. What creates the unsatisfactoriness? The creation of unsatisfactoriness is in the name and the associated form. And that gives the sense of an I or myself. So if we are able to observe who this I is, and then we can find this unsatisfactoriness. So this unsatisfactoriness starts with 5 senses, and that is what it's all about, I in the mind. So looking at that, Buddha created this lakkhana. Lakkhana means the nature of things. Or attributes or feature. Now the feature is in the mind of everyone because something is named. Let's say we have given the name of India, so that means India remains a consistent one. It doesn't change based upon anyone. So whenever you come, wherever you come, India remains. Whether you remain or not, India remains. Similarly, the location, say Nagpur or Bangalore or Mumbai or whatever, or any other country or continent or whatever. So that means the experience in the mind, that world is not going to come to an end. So this is one ditti. Okay, and that is the ditti what we have. So sanya is nitya sanya. That means it's going to be fixed. Just like the name, my name is fixed. So that means I was a child, I am this, I am that. So I is constant. That's not going to go anywhere. So if I am marrying a girl also, we have to see what is that she thinks. Okay, that gives me a insight. If I were to go deeper into Buddha Dhamma, how will be my experience with her? Meaning, if she is having an interest in getting into spirituality, or we were talking about Dhamma, then you will come to know, or I will come to know, that it is easy to manage. If she is not at all interested, and she is interested in the worldly affairs, that's very clear, because she is not seeing unsatisfactoriness. She's finding, she'll put effort to make it satisfactory. That's what everybody does. All the day we will put our effort to make it satisfactory. What is unsatisfactory, we try our hardest effort to find it, make it satisfactory at the end of the day. Either we change company, or we change office, or we change our home, or we change something, or we change our position also. Meaning we are sleeping straight, then we turn one side, not satisfactory, then we turn the other side, not satisfactory. Again we sleep like this, then again we sleep that way, then again we sleep this way. So same, we stay in one room, not happy about that room, so we go to another room. We are not happy in that room, come back to this room. Again you are not happy in that room, then again you go back to another room. We are not happy staying in Bangalore, so you go to another place. You are not happy there, you come back to Bangalore. So when we say I am taking a vacation, basically what I am doing is removing the unsatisfactoriness to make things satisfactory. If I want to go to my friend's home, means I am not satisfied with the current situation and I want to change it to something, because there is satisfaction. So I will do something to make it extremely satisfying, because the sanya is nicha, fixed. Of what? As per what I expect it to be. It will somehow turn satisfactory. So no marriage is satisfactory, no office is satisfactory, no food is satisfactory, no sleep is satisfactory. Anything you do gives you an unsatisfactory experience. See, now Shreyas or my son or you or me or anyone, when we were studying, neither you were satisfied nor your parents were satisfied. Clear? First standard, nor you are satisfied, nor your teacher is satisfied, nor the parent is satisfied. 10th standard, parent is not satisfied, you are not satisfied, the teacher is not satisfied. 12th standard, neither you are satisfied, nor the parent is satisfied, nor teacher is satisfied. Even if you get your photo, still you will feel you could have done better. Okay. And even if you get good grade, you will still say, I expected better. Even if you get 10 out of 10, you still feel you could have done better. How? I should be number one, because that is satisfying. That means, what is he trying to say? What is this person trying to say? That nobody should exist, only I should exist. That is what we are in search for, that I, which wants to exist. If that is found, it's a most satisfactory experience. If that I is not found, it's a most unsatisfactory experience, because I am in search of that I. So till I find it, it's a most unsatisfactory experience. Now the question comes, why that I is not seen? Because of Nicha Sanya. You fix the name. Where will you find now? You'll start searching for that person. Now, example, Vilas is a name. I'll start searching for him. Then comes the school. Then comes the ID card. Then comes the bag. Then comes the shoes. Then comes the school uniform. So it's all of Vilas. Where is Vilas? I'm still searching, sir. Hold on. And I will keep on searching for that person till it becomes a photograph. You'll never find. And that is the first unsatisfactory experience. Okay, what is the second unsatisfactory experience? Searching a wife. Because there is no wife. And you're searching. You keep on searching, no problem. You'll never find. So, husband is not found. Wife is also not found. Your name is also not found. Her name is also not found. What you are finding is only situations. And every situation is unsatisfactory. There is not even one situation in life which you can say, I was satisfied. Okay, now you are satisfied. Next moment, that situation changes. Again, the unsatisfaction starts. Let's say COVID, number of cases have reduced, satisfied. Next day, increased, unsatisfied. Again reduced, satisfied. Not reduced, unsatisfied. Wear mask and go, unsatisfied. Don't wear mask, satisfied. No, the numbers have increased, so you have to wear mask, unsatisfied. So we are going between unsatisfied, satisfied, unsatisfied, satisfied. Until when? Till you become photograph. So the answer to this, whether you want to get married or divorced, both are unsatisfactory experience. Okay. You can be happily divorced or you can be happily married, because both are unsatisfactory experience. Okay. Will she be beautiful? 100% guaranteed she will not be, because a most unsatisfactory experience. How? The day you marry, she might be lean. After a few days, she's going to become fat. So you are unsatisfied. Or she is terribly lean, but you want her to be slightly fat, but she is not. Unsatisfied. And she will feel you should be like this or like that or whatever it is, tall or this, that. And suddenly, or lot of hairs, and suddenly hair starts falling. Unsatisfied. You should be rich, but you are not that rich as she thought you are rich. Again, unsatisfied. The job she's doing, it's good, they're paying me well, but I'm not that satisfied with work. Work is good, but they are not paying me. Again, I'm unsatisfied. Or I'm feeling bored with the same work, no difference. I'm unsatisfied. So what Buddha did is, he said, why are you fighting so much? The reality is anicca only. Whether it is unsatisfied or satisfied, it arises and goes away. You can't make unsatisfactory to satisfactory. You cannot make satisfactory to unsatisfactory. Both also not possible, because it is dependent on the situation. And that situation is called a sankata, condition. So where should I start on Buddha Dhamma? Is take anything you want, you first find, you have to deeply analyze the unsatisfactory nature of everything. Then you will find it is anicca. So anicca meaning can be not as per one's expectation, impermanent, can be also called arising and passing away, whatever phrases or whatever that can be. 1 second. So this is what the first thing. Second thing, atta. That means I will make something unsatisfactory to get into satisfaction. I have the courage to do it. He says it is anatta, because it is not who you are doing it, it is depending on the senses. So you can't predict what you are going to see. Can you predict? No. The object comes, you might like it, you might dislike it, that is separate. But you can't say 100% I am going to see this object only. No. I am 100% going to listen to this sound only. No. I am 100% going to get this taste only. No. I am 100% going to get this touch only, or this thought only. No. Okay, that side is no, but whatever internal I think I have. Oh, is it? Eye. Is your eye something what you want? No. Now we are wearing spectacle. When we were born, we never were wearing a spectacle. Ear. You can't say anything. Nose. Sometimes you smell, sometimes there is no smell. You can't do anything about that smell. Saying, hey, please, I'll tell nose, hey, nose, please smell. And with COVID, smell goes away, nothing you can do. And you don't know when it is going to come back also. This is the fun part. And yet we say we have control. This is foolishness. COVID has shown, my dear friend, nothing will work. if I come, you stop working. For sure. Only wish that I will not come. But in case I come, you are gone. Nothing will happen to you, but 15-20 days you will suffer. Or you can enjoy, whichever way. My presence will make you either enjoy or suffer. I don't care. Taste coming 1 month. There are some people who got taste after 45 days. There are some people who have got taste after 30 days. There are some people who have got a taste in 20 days, some in 10 days, some in 5 days, some in 3 days also. But there is nothing to say how that person got 3 days, what did he do to get in 3 days while a person got in 45 days. So this is called anatta. But general view is, since name is there, vilas is there, so it is nicha. If something is nicha, then it should be subha, because it's auspicious. Vilas is auspicious, right? The name is auspicious. See, my name, beautiful name, Maharashtrian name, basically, would mean a very aristocratic, very fun-filled, or very exorbitant kind of person. Okay, very sensual also, vilas. Okay. Now, what should be the experience? Sukha. No parent keep the child asking for dukkha. Right, all the names. Like the name of Shreyas. Shreyas means which will bring in prosperity. Suyog. Yog means a nice yog. Or su is good. Good yog. That means when you were born, you were somebody who is the best. After so much of penance, your parents found you. Okay, and if you take Swati, it's like purity. So one is purity here, one is good yoga here, one is, prosperity, another one is exorbitant. 4 people joining will take care of entire India, because we have all the money, all the things which are required. So out of 130 population, 4 people is sufficient. So if they take Shreyas and keep at their home, they don't have to earn. They just keep him, sufficient. If they want peace of mind, they take you and keep you home, suyog. If they want entertainment, they can take vilas and keep. No TV required. And they have tried everything, nothing is properly working. They can ask Swati to come. Purity is there. All cleaning done. And then we have Preeti. That means somebody doesn't have love, affection. Take Preeti and keep at home. Finish. Permanent. See, all these are permanent things. Fixed. Okay. Then Kalpana. You have an imagination problem? Take her and keep. You will keep on imagining throughout life. And like that, everybody's name. This is the Sukha. Then comes Atta. We spoke about it. It means I will do something. Everything is in my control. I will do. Okay. Then, last one. Asubha, treated as Subha. So now this much we need to understand. Why we are coming into Buddha Dhamma is to remove the unsatisfactory nature. Is there a way to remove the unsatisfactory nature? So when we start doing it, we find 2 dhatus. Dhatu means combination. So first dhatu is sankata dhatu, that is when conditioned. Another one is unconditioned, asankata. It's very practicality. If something is half full, then something should be full. Something is empty, then there's something is there called as full. Okay. In the Vedanta, this is called as Purnatva, Purna. So there is one Upanishad shloka for that, that is immaterial, but what I am trying to say is, if something is empty, something would definitely be full. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been empty in the first place. So if there is one part here, another part should be there elsewhere. So this is what Einstein found out, and he informed it as, or he exclaimed that spooky at a distance, because he found if one glove can stay on earth, it is going to make some movement on moon, the another pair of glove. If left is here, right will be there, and right is here, left will be there. If you do something here, that also will get affected. If that is affected, this also will get affected. He never knew this is consciousness. And that is the starting point of quantum mechanics. Okay, some interesting thing. So basically, if one is here, one pair of glove is here, another pair of glove is elsewhere, is it a satisfactory experience or unsatisfactory experience? It's an unsatisfactory experience, because it is in part. You require the full. So if you are part, don't you want to become full? Obviously. And that is the reason I'm marrying. Whom am I marrying? Another part. Two part cannot become full, even though mathematically it is true. And I'm marrying two which are equally unsatisfactory. So you can't add two unsatisfactory part and make it satisfactory. Even if you put Fevicol, it's not going to stay. There would be disagreement. So all humans, all animals, all devas and all the beings have this inherent nature of being unsatisfactory of anything they find. If they find food, they're unsatisfactory. They did not find food, they're unsatisfactory. If the climate is very cold, they're unsatisfactory. They're very warm also, they're unsatisfactory. If it is raining, they're unsatisfactory. Did not rain, they're unsatisfactory. They're going out, they're unsatisfactory. They're not going out also, they're unsatisfactory. That means both extremes nobody likes. If it rains, it should not be raining all the time. If I whistle, rain. Otherwise, don't rain. And rain on top of my home only. Don't rain anywhere else. So, human being or every being would like what he wants it to be. So, Buddha found out that anything in this world made out of 5 senses and the 6th one called mind gives you only unsatisfactory experience. So he called that as dukkha dukkha. First dukkha. Second dukkha is sankhara dukkha. You keep on doing something to make it satisfactory, and it will never. It is like finding a dog and making the tail go straight. You can put a pipe, hold it. As long as you hold it, it looks straight. Leave it, again it turns. Again you straighten it, again put a pipe, again put whatever you want. It will remain. But the moment you remove it, it goes back to the natural state. This is sankhara dukkha. So he says the work what you're doing to make it straightened will never get straightened. Okay, third one, viparinama dukkha. Parinama means what you expected has turned out. Result. Viparinama means unexpected result. Every experiment you do as a medical professional or as a scientific professional or a commerce professional or as a software professional or this professional, that professional, experiment is what you're doing. It might be correct, it might not be correct. Last operation, the person did it properly. This operation side, that operation another side. So even when you want to manufacture something, they say tolerance level. Why? Because it cannot be same. There will be some distortion. And since human eye cannot pick it up, it looks okay. There will be some variation, which is unsatisfactoriness. So you give in to that viparinama dukkha, unexpected result. So no matter how much I do, this unsatisfactoriness is not going to go away. So dukkha is not suffering. You are not suffering actually. You are feeling unsatisfactory, not a suffering. The result of unsatisfactoriness is suffering. Similarly, if something you are holding, it's not going to be there with you, it becomes anicca, but that in turn becomes impermanent. So it can't be impermanent by nature. If cancer becomes permanent, then are you happy? Nobody is happy. So whatever arises passes away. And it will not be as per one's own expectation, and hence it is anicca. So what I need to understand about Buddha Dhamma is unsatisfactory nature of this universe or world or whatever it is, and the only way I can get into asankata, unconditioned, is by letting go of raga, dvesha, moha. If I can do that, then anicca, dukkha, anatta can be seen. It's practical. There's no shlokas to be read. You don't have to know Sanskrit grammar. You don't have to know Arabic. You don't have to know Greek. You don't have to know Roman. You don't have to believe in some customs. You don't have to believe in any tradition. You might be whatever religion, that is separate. But this is very scientific. So just like Yogasana is for body, Buddha Dhamma is for the mind. You can be whichever religion. You are a Hindu, okay. You are a Muslim, okay. You are a Christian, okay. You are Buddhist also, okay. No, you are a Jain, okay. Zoroastrian, okay. Then Hebrew, okay. Can be anything. I don't believe in God, okay, no problem. But aren't you feeling unsatisfactory nature? Yes, sir. So it doesn't matter what you believe. No, sir, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any God. Oh, beautiful. Don't believe. But do you see unsatisfactoriness? Yeah. That is true. So when we see this, then we can look at who am I? So in Vedanta, they do a lot of research on who am I. Here it is very simple. What? It's like this. Do you remember you were there yesterday? Yes, I remember. Where? In my thought. Super. That's all what it is. Do you know existed until 1 hour ago? Yes. Where? Again in your thought. But the experience is real. See the difference here. It has arisen, but it has passed away. The time has arisen and it has passed away. You can't say it's a complete illusion. You can't say it is complete reality. And you can't say it is a combination of it also. You can't say 50% is that and 50% of this. No. Very simple is everything arises to pass away. So Rupa arise, it was there, it was there, it is there, but that is not what it was. Vedana, feeling, it was attached to that Rupa. If that Rupa goes away, that feeling also is gone. See, before Swati came, we started talking, that Rupa is gone, that Vedana is also gone. After Swati came, that Rupa anyway is gone, that Vedana is gone, that Sanya, the perception, is also gone. The Sankharas, whatever we were doing, that is also gone. The conscious experience, the experiencer, Vijnana, that is also gone. So the difference here between all religion and Buddha Dhamma is that in all the religion, the consciousness exists permanently. Buddha says, sorry sir, it exists out of dependency. It's not independent, it is dependent. This consciousness, which consciousness? The consciousness with which you are seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, that is conditioned. So that means the mind and the feeling and the perception is conditioned by the consciousness, which itself is conditioned based upon 5 senses. So now you know who are you. It's 5 aggregates. Simple. So this unsatisfactory nature experiencing, even for a little bit of time, gives you the experience of the other side of it. And at that moment you have a nibbanic experience, which never arises, never passes away. And that stage or state is Sotapanna. Why? Because you are not experiencing anything now. If you are experiencing, it means you are in Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. If that experience is not there, no attachment is there, no condition is there, it's just flowing, then you are a Sotapanna. Now you see clearly that everything is an unsatisfactory experience. Now I have penetrated the first noble truth. Now I can say, how do I know it? How did the unsatisfactoriness arise? Because I was born. Simple. How did I arrive? So he says the stages, jati, sanjati, like that. Now, if it was satisfactory, can I make my body in the way I am satisfied with from my birth? Nobody can. And no being can. Forget about me. Can the dog do it? No. Can the cat do it? No. Can the elephant do it? No. Can the bird do it? No. It doesn't even know how it is coming. Okay, can the plant do it? No. It's there in the seed. Did you put the seed? No. Your parent put the seed. Then who are you? 5 aggregates. So now, if we really see it like that, then what happens? You feel non-possessive. What is there to possess? What you are possessing is unsatisfactoriness. The more you possess unsatisfactoriness, you are increasing unsatisfactoriness. Clear? So all relationships, whether it is a daughter, son, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, this, that, whatever we name, is an unsatisfactory experience. Yes, I need to marry to have somebody in my home. That is correct. As a co-partner who can help in liberation for herself and myself. That means still Anagami level, we both can work together. Want to see how child comes out? Okay, let's have the intercourse. We can see how child comes out. Let's enjoy that experience. Okay, done. It's possible. But is there a child really? No. It is another mind called as a being which is coming. It's eating food. It's growing. Not that you did anything to that child to make it grow. You fed. What did you feed? Mud. In some form. If I say it's a vegetable, it's a mud in one form, coming from the tree or from the plant. But basically it was growing in the mud only. If I'm non-vegetarian, again it is coming from the mud only. And where is that I am going to go? Into the mud only. If I am not burning the body, it goes to mud. Whether put it as a coffin or put it as in whichever way, it's mud. If it is burnt, ashes. So now I can see what is really happening. So, is there anything to possess then? No, because it doesn't even come to the night. Because even in the night when you sleep, there is no possession. There is no possession of yourself also. If by chance you possess yourself, you can't sleep. So you have to let go of your possession. Then only you can sleep. So waste. So then we can see possession not being there gives you the Sakadagami experience. So in everything you lose possession. You don't feel possessed. So now there is no wife to possess. You have a being which is equally having unsatisfactory experience. So when we identify the unsatisfactory experience, the raga goes away. Raga will be there as long as you make it satisfactory. But when you accept to unsatisfactoriness, core is unsatisfactory, raga goes away. If raga is not there, its other counterpart is dvesha. Because when this doesn't work, then only you want to make it a satisfactory experience. And I'm getting agitated or angry or feeling very irritated, all that is happening because I want to make it a very satisfactory experience. And my wife is not doing that, my uncle is not doing that, my neighbor is not doing that, this guy is not doing that. I am going to blame everyone. Because that person created unsatisfactory experience, not able to realize the whole world is an unsatisfactory experience. See, Shreyas went on a trek. One girl came along with him. She could not climb. Unsatisfactory experience. He did not finish the trek. He has to come down. He accepted to it. That is separate issue. But overall, many people went away. So whenever they show photograph to him, he feels, if not for that girl, I could have climbed. Can he go again? It's another experience. So what did he experience there? He experienced viparinama dukkha. Unexpected. Okay. Now, whatever we do in life, we can't change anything. Okay, shall I compromise everything then? No, that's also not an answer. Even if you want to compromise, the situation might be such that even that compromise is not acceptable. Okay, you are greatest person. No, I'm not happy. No, you can't do anything about it. So, coming out of this Kama, Chanda and Vyapada, meaning if you go very deep into the Four Noble Truths, which itself includes the Paticamutpada inside that. Okay. If I am going into First Noble Truth, Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Nirodhagamini, in a very proper way, to the level of Kamachanda and Vyapada are not there. Out of 10 fetters, Samyojana, if I am able to do that, then I reach Anagami. So what is the first fetter? The first fetter is Visikiccha. Skeptical doubt on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So when you come to Buddha Dhamma Sangha, what you are seeing is you are able to recognize the unsatisfactory nature of everything. No tradition, like what we looked into the Kalama Sutta. He says, don't go by tradition, don't go by testimonial, don't go by somebody saying that, no, if you do this, you'll get that. No, sorry. If you do this, I get that, then you go and get it. You don't have to tell me you do that and you'll get that. No. Don't go by hearsay. Don't go by somebody saying that you do this for this many number of days and then you will see it. Sorry. Don't go by somebody who says that you keep on doing it, a person will come one day and he will bless you. Sorry. No blessing required. And if somebody says that you have to believe in God, then only that will work. Don't go near him also. Okay. Then if somebody says that some saint will come and he will touch your forehead and it works. No, sir. Nothing of that will work. It should be self-revealing right here, right now. So the unsatisfactoriness is the only thing which is self-revealing itself. Nothing else. Then what is the will of an human? Is there any free will? Yes, there is free will to choose one over the other. But if you choose one, the other one is gone. Just like an opportunity cost. So now if you have two girls, you wanted one, the other one is gone. Then later, after a few years, you realize, I could have said yes to that girl, it was better. Sorry. Wrong number. Can I try two girls? Yeah, try. But the third girl coming, these two will become unsatisfactory experience. So we have Rupa, itself unsatisfactory. We have Shabda, unsatisfactory. We have Gandha, There is no person in this world who will say the smell is a satisfactory experience. Sweat smell is such a satisfactory experience. Okay, sweat smell. Forget sweat smell. Early morning, the most beautiful, what we can say, actress. She looks terribly beautiful. But she opens up her mouth in the morning terribly. You can't stand the smell. Then she leaves some gas. Most satisfactory experience. She has her ears blocked, wax they remove, just like what Shreyas had an experience. Very satisfactory experience. Teeth become loose. Cavity, very satisfactory. So if you really see everything, you only find unsatisfactory experience. Body is unsatisfactory. Mind is also unsatisfactory. Since both are unsatisfactory, you cannot do anything except for accepting to the unsatisfactoriness. The moment we accept to unsatisfactoriness, raga goes away. Raga khayo. If raga is gone, dvesha khayo or dosa khayo. If dosa and raga are not there, moha cannot stay with that. Then you are in nibbana all the time. And if you establish nibbana all the time, then you are an arhat. Simple. No need to believe in somebody or some scriptures, some document, some documentaries, some tradition. Nothing is required. So this is what Buddha Dhamma is all about. So where to start? First thing you need to find is whether you are finding unsatisfactory or satisfactory. Simple. Everything in the world is unsatisfactory. Height, is it a satisfactory experience? If you're too tall is a problem. If you're short also is a problem. If you're fat is a problem. If you're very lean is a problem. If you're fair is a problem. If you're dark is a problem. Okay. If you have a small home is a problem. Very big home also is a problem. Big home cleaning is a problem. Small home keeping the item is a problem. Okay. Small car, big family, problem. Big car, small family is a problem. Fuel price increase is a problem. Road is a problem. So everything is a problem, meaning everything is an unsatisfactory experience. Stomach is full and they give me gulab jamun. I love it, but not now. Why? The size of the stomach is a problem. I'm very much hungry. Nobody is giving me anything. Again unsatisfactory. Or they're given salt is more, spice is not there, or spice is more, salt is also more. Then thick rice, thin rice, dal is not okay, this is not okay, that is not okay. After eating, my stomach is getting upset. Yes, Suya.
Likewise, whenever I complain of the dukkha, what is the unsatisfactory nature of the life, then in everything, like we say, there is a good thing in everything. So can't we see a good part of it?
Yes.
Like in everything.
Good part is, it is unsatisfactory.
And that is accepting it.
Nibbana will only come when you accept it, not fight with it. We are fighting with it. See, I'll give an example. A road, especially in India, it is not a problem because we keep on digging the road. It is the nicest thing. So they have made realize that life is an unsatisfactory experience. But in a foreign country, life is very satisfactory experience. How? Then I do a nice pavement, nice road, smooth one. Is that real? It's unreal. So they put so much of energy in making it satisfactory that a little bit of things coming out, only anger comes out. So now you see the fun. It is unsatisfactory all the time. Nobody loves COVID. I don't think so. Any human being till date has said, I love COVID. Why? It's an unsatisfactory thing. Okay, have you loved life insurance premium? And you will not get any money. That's the fun part of it. Okay. Now I have done medical insurance. Is pain transferable to that insurance company itself? No. Only money is paid, but that is paper. We have never seen money, meaning it's either there in the bank or in some investment or somewhere, and you will only have that much of money to spend for whatever you require. Otherwise, everything is everywhere. So you now, unless the number is told to you, you are happy, you are satisfied. The moment they say the number, immediately it turns into unsatisfactory experience. Somebody, salary is increased. I am doing the same job, he has done the same job, no problem. We are friends. He comes and tells me his salary, and I check my salary. What happens? It's conditioned. So unsatisfactoriness is the state. So contentment is the only answer with Nibbana.
So one day, we are reading about yesterday about the five aggregates, like Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. And you were saying when the Rupa is there, then the Vedana will be there, then the Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana will be formed. So if we stop that thing at a Vedana level, then there won't be any Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana.
No, it will not be there.
Yeah. So then how to stop if I'm seeing any Rupa, any object? So how can I stop the Vedana about that?
No, like this morning somebody was asking me in the morning session. See, that thing is like this, a burqa clad woman is coming. What do you call that as? A woman is coming in front of you with a burqa. What would you call? Muslim woman is coming. Now it is the moment you recognize, finished. Is it a satisfactory experience or unsatisfactory experience? It depends. It depends on whether you like Muslim or you don't like Muslim. But actually, who has come? No, skeleton has come. You are a medical student, man. What is coming in front of you is a skeleton. There is no Muslim, there is no Hindu, there is no female, there is no male, nothing like that. It's only organ which is either male or female. Right? Okay. If this organ is female or a male, then where is the question of woman coming there? So where to stop the Vedana? So Vijnana, where should you stop? At the Manasan level. So if you are able to do that, you're not going beyond Manasam, then Hadayam is when it attaches and says that it is a Muslim. Okay, now there is a Muslim woman who is coming and there is one Bikini woman who is coming. Now who is better? Both. Now don't tell me both are skeleton. Right, so now this is the problem. So Manasam level, if it is Manasam level, you will identify it as a female and there is a matter. There is no Muslim, there is no Bikini, there is no this, there is no that. So then is it satisfactory or unsatisfactory? Highly satisfactory. Why? Because never it existed. So it's very satisfactory. It doesn't change. You see anyone, you will have only bone. That means you will only see Patavi Dhatu. Finished. Done with it. Whether you see a table, or you see a chair, or you see a computer, or you see wall, or you see a floor. It's all only Patavi Dhatu. Isn't it the most satisfactory experience? And that is what starts from Anagami level onwards. So what does Arhat experience? 5 elements. What does a normal person experience? A person. That's the difference.
So, but like if a person or any object is coming and I'm mindful about the thing, that what I'm saying, even I'm being mindful, I can stop the Vedana also.
Yes, mindfulness here is being in awareness. Pajanati. Once you are in Pajanati, what will happen? You will find the dissatisfactoriness in that. If I am seeing someone, I can see it's going to become a dissatisfactory experience in the end. So I will not associate. If I don't associate, Nibbana. If I associate, bondage, samsara.
But that is kind of difficult thing to see everyone at the
That's the practice. That is where the practice is. So if you start looking unsatisfactoriness, you'll come to a stage of looking everybody as skeleton because that is the only reality. Behind the skin. What's that? Yeah, ultimately, since you are an MBBS doctor, like my son being an Ayurvedic doctor, the only thing, if you cut a body, you're going to see is the skeleton. Okay, Shreyas is an engineer. He might not know that his body is a skeleton, but 100% you know. But if he takes X-ray of his whole body, he'll see no Shreyas there. He'll see only skeleton. On that day, his parents will be very much worried. Reason: there is no Shreyas anymore. The prosperity is gone. And the Suyog is also gone. So if we take all of our X-ray, including Swati, she's a female, you take that, what do you find? You'll find only skeleton and other places filled with holes. And that X-ray will come black wherever there are holes, and the white part is where the skeleton is, and that is what supposed to be that person. So now, is there any liking? No. Is there any disliking? No. It's only Patavi Dhatu.
X-ray vision.
Developing the X-ray vision is Buddha Dhamma. So when you see somebody coming, just watch that being to be a skeleton. Wow, what a nice skeleton. Actually, Suyog, even if she is your wife, she comes and hits you like this, you're not going to feel wife there. You're going to wriggle in pain because the bone is so sharp. If she hits you and then pains, or you do the same thing to her, then there is no husband. The first thing she is going to do is what? You couldn't see? You hit me so badly. So that's all what it is. Okay, so shall we end our session? So now the final question, are you going to get married or not? Don't tell me I'm going to get married to a skeleton. I can't hear you. Okay. No, I asked you, are you going to marry or you're not going to marry? Final verdict. Now that you're getting a lot of proposals,
I need to contemplate.
See, what I'm saying is, you go ahead with the proposal, you see all the skeletons. In that skeleton, see whichever best skeleton who loves Dhamma. Okay, what you require is a life partner, not a sex toy. If that woman is a sex toy, you tell her thank you very much and leave her. As long as if you are interested in sex toy, then it is okay. But otherwise, if you don't want to be coming to this place again, okay, then marry someone who loves Dhamma. Even if he doesn't go deeper into Dhamma, it's okay. At least she doesn't comment that I don't know which kind of person I married. Always he talks Dhamma and I don't understand what. Half of the time he is with some bald-headed person and he doesn't have anything else to do. And another half of the time he tries giving me some Dhamma, and he is a pathetic person in the bed. So don't marry someone who is having such an intention unless you have such an intention. So now you have to look at, don't go by the photograph, okay? You go and meet them personally and talk to her on what is that she wants. So there are 4 questions you can ask her. Number 1, what is your interest? So she will tell her interest completely. Let her finish how much ever she wants. Then second, what is your aim in life? Then she'll say, I want to work in this place and that place, I want to stay here, I want to eat this food, I want to go to foreign countries, I want to do a lot of shopping, blah blah blah. Okay, third thing, how many children you want to have? Then she'll say at least 1 or 2 or whatever it is. So you know your limit, right? So this is third one. Fourth one, major one, you have to find out whether she has a lot of vanity, mana. Meaning she feels she's very beautiful, she feels she's very intelligent. If she has mana, think that first day itself is your funeral. You will go below the Dhamma now. Okay, these are the 4 things.
The fourth one is the most important.
Fourth one is most important. See, another way to find out if she is highly obsessed with career. That means she's an uncompromising person. Dhamma requires no compromise but understanding. Okay, but she's uncompromising. That means if you go on talking Dhamma to her, you will separate. Because she will also not be happy with you. So you have to make your things very clear. The reason why I'm marrying. Then if she says, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to marry, great. If she says, I don't want to marry a bhikkhu, then you say, thank you. God bless you. Swati ji, any comment as an experienced person? Okay. Fine then. All right. Good night, and then we meet tomorrow. Should we meet tomorrow or how? Shall we meet? No, I don't have any wish.
I'll just see you tomorrow then.
Okay, we will again.
Tomorrow's timing is different now, 7 o'clock.
No, we will meet at tomorrow evening 7 o'clock. You're right.
Saturday. But will it be 8:30 only? It will be good.
8:30.
Because I'm forgetting the time.
Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. We'll meet at 8:35.
How much?
8:35.
Okay.
Okay, because there is one single lady who comes only on Saturday, Sunday for doing meditation. So I can't say no to her. Okay, now I can't say that you join this group because she wants to sit and meditate. Instead, what I can do is I can ask her to come at 8:30. She will get off at 9:20. Then we can continue our journey till 9:30 and we will end. Okay, right then. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.